All right, cool. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you guys for joining in to my show, #Inspired. I am pretty pumped up today. I am sitting down and talking to Jessie Iwuji. He is an inspiration. For me to say that is an understatement. Go ahead, Jessie, if you don't mind, go ahead and introducing yourself to the audience really quick.
Yeah. So, my name's Jessie Iwuji. I'm a lieutenant commander in the United States Navy, surface warfare officer, and also I race in the NASCAR Xfinity Series and the NASCAR Truck Series. I've been racing for the last 5 years now, working my way up through the ranks of NASCAR. Just officially made my first start in the Xfinity Series in August, and I'm looking forward to running more races towards the end of this year and a lot more next year. So it's been a crazy grind to get to this level, being able to serve in the Navy and also race in NASCAR and play football at the Naval Academy when I went there and all that stuff. So it's been a cool journey so far.
Man, that is awesome. So you just got promoted in the Navy, correct?
Yeah. So back in July, I guess. Yeah, in July, I finally put on lieutenant commander. So I'm at my 10-year point now in the Navy. Been in the Navy 10 years, 7 years active duty. I've been in the reserves now for the last 3 years.
Oh, good deal. Hoorah, brother. Hoorah. I was in the Marine Corps for a little bit. So, man, hats off to the Navy. I remember being on ship have you ever did sea duty?
Yeah. So my first 4 years in the Navy, as a surface warfare officer, I was on the ships. So my first 4 years, I was on 2 different ships. The first ship was a minesweeper, spent 2 years on that ship. And then my second ship I was on was a amphib, spent about 2 years on that ship, went on a deployment with them, also one deployment with the minesweeper, about 15 total months in the Arabian Gulf with both of those ships.
Oh, wow. Yeah, dude, I was rolling on the USS Kearsarge, and the Navy guys are brutal to Marines, man. Once you get out to sea, dude, it is freaking crazy.
It's our world out there.
I know. It's a total different story, man. Some of my partners that was in the Navy wouldn't even go to the gym with me no more. but yeah, man, I was looking at your story. I read that you're from Texas, right?
Yeah. So originally grew up in Texas, pretty much, first 17, 18 years of my life. Both of my parents still live there. Actually, pretty much all of my sister still live there. And, Dallas is what kind of got me going in the direction that I'm at right now with football, at least football getting me to the academy. And then from there, going to all the other places I've been since then.
That's what's up, man. I was on LinkedIn a few weeks ago, and dude, it was one of those moments where you're scrolling and then you stop and you're like, oh, dude, that is freaking awesome. I saw a message from your parents to you. Yeah. And dude, it got me so choked up because me growing up, dude, I was a troublemaker. I'm pretty sure you didn't have that problem. You weren't a troublemaker, right?
Yeah, no, my parents kept us in line pretty good. They were very strict on us.
I can tell. I can tell, man. But I was just like, man, that is so awesome to have your parents be so proud and supportive of. You can hear it, man, from your father and your mom, dude. It was just amazing. How does that like make you feel? Because I know a lot of kids, they're like, I don't care what my parents think. And then there's some people, I think that's the similarity between you and I, is that it's a big deal. So is that true? Is that a big deal for you?
Yeah, no, it definitely is a big deal. From our family, I just learned at an early age how important family is and their support. And, my parents, every parent takes a different, route in raising their kids. My parents were really, really hard on us. I mean, in good ways. I mean, they wanted us to be successful. They wanted us to stay on track. They didn't want us to, They pushed us and required that we succeed. Like, that was it. It wasn't that they asked us to try to be successful. They required.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. That's a mindset thing. That's all it was, a mindset. They instilled a certain mindset in us, and it helped. And I'm glad, because it kept me out of trouble. Going through middle school, high school. I mean, yeah, there's little things that would happen here and there, but nothing major that was like catastrophic.
Oh, good deal. Good deal. So were they really supportive of you going to the Naval Academy?
Yeah, especially my dad. He was super supportive of it. No one in our family had been in the U.S. military. Both my parents had immigrated from Nigeria to the U.S. back in the 80s. So at that time, I think when my dad came and then once he got through college and all that stuff, I think I can't remember what he said. He told me something about how someone with his age, he was just past a certain age that it wouldn't make sense anymore for him to join. So, because I think he thought about it, it just wasn't work. And then I think I popped along, and then this life hit, and he's like, "Oh, this is not going to work." He's always supported the military. He is very much a military-ish type guy. Like so much that you would have thought he was in, but he had never been in. But his dad was Nigerian Army, so that kind of ran in the family. His dad fought in the Nigerian Civil War back in the 60s or so. When my dad was a little kid. So yeah. So my dad definitely supported the idea of going to Naval Academy. He knew that it was going to set me up for success in life, and how it was this university, and that it just help achieve other goals in life after college. He felt like it was going to be a really good move for me, and I did too.
Good deal. So you said that your parents are originally from Nigeria, right? Have you ever been to Nigeria?
I have been to Nigeria once, back in 1995. That's been a really long time. I think I was 7-8 years old when I went. So it's been a really long time since. I definitely need to go back again, but I do remember a lot of it while I was there. A lot has changed for sure since then. I know my parents are currently trying to build a house there. It's kind of like a vacation home where, they can go back and hang out there and all that stuff, but we don't really have that right now. We still have the original old 60, 70, 80-year-old home, however old it is. I think my grandma and my granddad built it together.
Oh, wow. And that's out in Nigeria, right?
That's in Nigeria, yeah, in Nigeria.
Okay. Am I coming in, and what I'll do is I'll cut and edit this. Am I coming in broken to you a little bit?
Not really. I mean, like a tiny bit, a little bit here and there. Am I broken at all?
Yeah, just a little bit. I don't know if it's your internet or mine.
You know what? So I don't know where you're based at, but I'm in California, and we have all these wildfires going on. I'm looking out the window, and it's red outside. Like it's like So with that, they're cutting power different places and doing certain things, and that might be affected. I think that's why the internet's been, because over the last few days, the internet has not been the same.
No, it's the same way here. I'm in Washington, so it's all the power in certain parts of Washington are going out. It's pretty bad. But what I was going to ask you is, like, for me, like, because I did one of those Ancestry.com deals, and I found out that my people actually came from Nigeria. And so I'm just like, man, that would be so cool to be able to go there and just to see what it's like there. Is it like, what was the big difference? I know you said it was a while ago that you were there. What was the big difference from being in the US to being in Nigeria to you?
I would kind of compare it to almost like a Florida type, that kind of jungle-y type weather, tropical type weather. And that's how it is in Nigeria. Very hot, humid, but it's not like a desert type. It's not like some, you see in the movie out of the desert in Africa. It's definitely a lot more green than that, and it's on the coast. But the people there, great people, a lot of culture, a lot of energy there, so much potential there. I mean, Nigeria definitely hasn't even reached full potential. There's so much, the culture has gotten better. I think the culture is now assimilated a lot better here in the U.S. Like you're starting to hear more Nigerian type, Afro music or whatever, I guess, coming over here to the U.S. You're seeing famous artists here going over there and doing things now, collaborating. Drake, Cardi B, all these people are starting to go over there now and do music with it. There's a lot of cool things that are starting to mix now between the two. So Nigeria's definitely growing. It will be the top place in Africa, in how many years, 10, 20 years, whatever.
That is awesome, dude. I can't wait to go, man. I want to be able to take my family there. One thing that I was going to ask you, with you being in the NASCAR, you mentioned that you got a promotion in NASCAR pretty much too, right? Or how does that go? You go up in rankings, right?
Yeah. So there's different levels of NASCAR. I would say the bottom level of NASCAR, like kind of the entry level, would be late model. One of stock cars, that's the NASCAR Wheel and All American Series. And then from there, you move up to the ARCA West Series, which is, a little bit faster cars, bigger tracks. From there, you move up to the NASCAR Truck Series, which is basically, NASCAR trucks, these mini trucks that are high horsepower and super fast. Then you move from there to NASCAR Xfinity Series, which is where I'm at, which is the second highest level in NASCAR. And then you move into the NASCAR Cup Series, which is the top level of NASCAR, and that's where I'll eventually be. So I'm second highest level right now, and working my way up so I can get to the highest level eventually.
Dude, man, that is amazing, dude. That is amazing. And I know that you get questions all the time about you being Black and being in NASCAR, right? I'm pretty sure everybody asks you that, but I'm going to ask you because there's a lot of times like in my career where I'm the only Black dude in the room or the only Black person in the room. How does that make you feel, being in NASCAR? And essentially, I think it's only you and Bubba Wallace, correct?
Yeah, in the top 3 levels of NASCAR, as far as racing, currently just me and him are the only African Americans racing. It's different for sure. I try not to look at it, everywhere I've been, a lot of places, schools I've gone to, Naval Academy, Navy on these ships, all that stuff, you tend to be, one of few African Americans in the place, in the area. And it's fine. I'm cool with it. I've learned from it. I'm the type of person I like to be around all different kind of people who aren't like me. I like, if I can be around a crowd of Caucasians or Mexicans or Asians, whatever, I like it because I can learn from them. I can pull different goods from them and learn from it and help make myself better and the people around me better.
That's cool, man. And that's one thing that inspired me about you is I saw a couple pictures and dude, I see all kinds of kids coming to you. White kids, Black kids, Mexican kids, man, they love them some Jessie, man. That is amazing, dude. You are, like I said before, man, I can't say it enough, man. You are an inspiration. Before we close this up, for the kids that are watching this, that might be watching this, what kind of advice would you give to them? I mean, because you've already, you're going up in the ranks in your naval career. You're doing something that not many people get to do. You're a freaking professional athlete, right? A professional athlete. And you're at the top. What would you say to those kids that have all odds against them? What is some things that you learned in coming up?
Yeah, one of the biggest things I can tell them, kids, adults, you name it, it doesn't matter, because age is only a number. It's only a number. Don't ever let anyone listen to this. Don't ever let age be the determining factor in whatever you're doing in life. Don't make it seem like, oh, it's too late for me, because it's not. But I want to tell everyone a quote I heard from Les Brown himself, and he said, "Someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality."
Ooh.
Someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality. And that was huge for me. That quote right there helped alter and change the course of my life so that I could work my way up the ranks in NASCAR and get into it. Because prior to me jumping in, I didn't really have a clue of how to do it or what to do, where to go, or how it was going to go. But I knew I could get there because I had the vision. But, as I'm starting to go along, there's always going to be people who are like, wait, what? You're trying to become a professional race car driver. Have you ever raced before? Yeah, that's not going to happen. You're too old. You're 26, 27. Most of the drivers start when they're 5 or 6. They're 20 years too late. Or, man, you don't come from a rich family, so you don't have enough money to do it, so you're not going to make it. All these things that people would say, and I could have easily let their opinion of me or let their opinion of my situation and circumstance become my reality. I could have. But you have to remember that God is the only one who can give you a vision. And that vision gets put in your head. When that vision gets put in your head of where you're supposed to be, what you're supposed to be like, who you're supposed to become, what you're supposed to do in life, when that vision gets put in your head, that means the deed is done. It's done. Your life your end has already been established. Now you just have to do the tough part, which is actually walk towards it. And you will get there as long as you continue to push forward, no matter what wall is there, no matter what ditch is there, no matter how many times you get punched, kicked, knocked down, tripped, fall, roll back down the hill, whatever happens, you can still get there. You can still get to the end goal. You got to keep pushing forward and do not let the opinions, remember, it's opinions of others become reality. Like, you are the only one who saw the vision. They weren't given that vision. That's why they have these negative opinions of you and your journey. They're telling you can't do it because they can't see it. Like, of course, if they can't see it, they're going to tell me it's not possible. That's okay if they believe it. Their non-visionary tactics bring you down. You cannot let that become your reality. So that's what I really want to tell everyone out there: kid, teenager, adult, older person, whatever you name it. Just take that in. Don't let age be something stop. It was KFC or whoever, the guy who started one of those chicken companies or chicken fast food restaurants. He was like 66 or something when he finally got everything going. I think he failed like a million times prior to that. But he got it going, and guess what? The company's doing quite well. So let someone's opinion of you become your reality.
I love that. What and before we go, I was going to ask you, have you ever thought about quitting during your journey?
Oh yeah, all the time. the thought I would say the thought has run through my mind at the moment that it pops up, I squash it, because sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, should I just like quit and just move on? And I'm like, no, like there's way too many people like relying on me to make it. Like, they want to see me make it. They're looking up to me because they're finally seeing someone who is trying to do the impossible. And they're like, oh my, this guy is just like me. We're not any different. Like, we come from the same place. We look the same. We had the same resources to start with. Like, we all came from the same place. And they're looking at me because, like, man, if he's doing this, he's climbing up and continuing to show us. You can inspire people to actually go after their goals, go after their dreams. Some actually do it. I've had people reach back to me and be like, oh my God, thanks for inspiring me to do this. Now it's making money. I'm like, cool, great. I'm glad I could do that. So I can't quit. Like the world is I have the world on my shoulder. I don't know how big the world is. It might be only like 1,000 people. I don't know, but I got the world on my shoulders. People looking at me who want me to succeed, because if I don't, they're never going to succeed, because then they're going to think there's no way to achieve whatever they're trying to go after. So I have to get there. Vision was already put in my head. I already saw where I was supposed to be. I'm just going to get there. That's it. That's
a hard burden, man. That is a hard burden. And I believe in you, man. That is cool, man. Thank you, man. Hey, I appreciate it. If you want to shout out your Instagram handles, or where can we find you?
Yeah, I'm all over social media, all different social media channels. Just look up my name, Jessie Iwuji. That's Jessie. Last name is Iwuji. Just look me up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of it. I'm on all of them. Follow me. If anyone has any questions about anything, they can always reach out. I'm on LinkedIn also. Everywhere. Private messages every single day. And I respond back to everybody usually within a day or two or so. So if anyone got any questions, coming soon. I'm going to be racing again at Vegas, Las Vegas Motor Speedway, in the Truck Series race in NASCAR on September 25th, I think, or whenever that is. That weekend I'm racing, and then I got some Xfinity Series races that I'll be doing this year.
The last sentence you said was kind of choppy, but I think we're good, man. We're good, dude. Those fires are are crazy, dude.
It's red outside. It was like everything clear. Like yesterday, everything was like clear. Like the skies were clear. I'm like, oh yeah, we're going back to normal. In fact, this morning it was clear outside. Yeah. And then all halfway through the day it starts getting dark. I'm like, why is it getting dark outside? It's only like 3-4 p.m. And I look, I'm like, oh my God, it's back again. It's crazy.
Yeah. They said that it's moving, that y'all's smoke is moving this way, and midday tomorrow, we won't be able to see outside pretty much.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I was just in Washington, Seattle last weekend, and it was nice. It was really nice. And then, if y'all get this stuff, it's gonna suck.
Yeah, you come up here often?
No, but my girlfriend, her brother and one of her brothers and her sister live in Seattle.
Oh,
So,
cool. Good deal, man.
Pilgrimage up there at least once a year.
Yeah, Seattle's dope, man. Hey, man, I know you're a busy man and you got to go, man. I really appreciate you doing this, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, most definitely. Thank you for having me.
All right. Thanks, brother. Take care, man.
All right, you too. Thank you.
All right.